Have you ever felt stuck, staring at a blank page or screen, wondering where all the creative people get their ideas? Maybe you think creativity is this magical gift reserved for painters, writers, and musicians, but nothing could be further from the truth. Here's the reality. Creativity isn't about talent, it's about strategy. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to tap into your hidden creative potential in just 10 simple steps. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to becoming more creative, starting right now. Step 1. The myth of the creative genius. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Creativity isn't about being born special. Think about it. When we hear stories of creative geniuses like Mozart or Picasso, we often assume they were just naturally gifted. But here's the thing. Even Mozart spent countless hours practicing and refining his craft. Studies show that what separates geniuses from the rest of us isn't innate talent, it's consistent effort and the right habits. So why does this matter? Because if creativity is a skill, not a gift, then anyone can learn it, including you. But here's the twist. Understanding this is only the first step. To truly unlock your potential, you need to rethink how you approach inspiration, and that brings us to step 2. Step 2, steal like an artist, but make it your own. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, steal? Isn't that unethical? Not at all if you do it the right way. Great creators don't reinvent the wheel. They take inspiration from the world around them and remix it into something new. Picasso famously said, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." What he meant was this: instead of copying someone's work outright, study it, break it down, and make it your own. Here's an example. Let's say you love a particular painting. Instead of trying to replicate it exactly, ask yourself, what emotions does it evoke? How can I express those same emotions in my own style? This process of transformation is where true originality comes from. But here's the catch. Stealing ideas alone won't cut it. You also need to overcome one of the biggest barriers to creativity. That leads us to step 3. Step 3, kill perfectionism. One of the biggest killers of creativity is perfectionism. Too many people sit paralyzed, waiting for the perfect idea or the perfect moment to start creating. But here's the hard truth. There's no such thing as perfect. Your first draft doesn't have to be amazing. In fact, it shouldn't be. Why? Because creativity thrives on iteration. Think of it this way. Every masterpiece starts as a rough sketch. J.K. Rowling didn't write Harry Potter in one flawless draft, and neither will you. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Just start creating, knowing that you can always refine later. But here's the real game changer. Sometimes, constraints are exactly what you need to push past perfectionism. That's why step 4 is so powerful. Step 4, limit yourself. Yes, you heard that right. Limitation breeds creativity. When you give yourself infinite options, it's easy to get overwhelmed. But when you impose constraints, your brain is forced to think differently. For example, try writing a story using only 50 words or painting with just one color. These limitations force you to focus on what truly matters. This principle applies to everything, from art to business to problem solving. So next time you feel stuck, don't wait for ideal conditions. Instead, create artificial limits and watch how your creativity skyrockets. But here's the thing. While constraints can spark creativity, they're not enough on their own. Sometimes you need to step outside your main project entirely, and that's where step 5 comes in. Step 5, work on side projects. Did you know some of the best breakthroughs happen when you're working on something completely unrelated? Take Steve Jobs, for example. His interest in calligraphy led to the development of Apple's sleek typography. Or consider chefs who find inspiration for new dishes while gardening. Side projects give your brain permission to explore without pressure. They allow you to experiment, fail, and discover unexpected connections. And here's the kicker: these insights often spill over into your main work, giving you fresh perspectives you wouldn't have found otherwise. But there's another factor that plays a huge role in creativity, and it's something most people overlook. Let's talk about step 6. Step 6: change your environment. Ever notice how a change of scenery can instantly boost your mood and your creativity? Whether it's taking a walk in nature, rearranging your workspace, or visiting a new coffee shop, changing your environment gives your brain a jolt of novelty. Why does this work? Because our surroundings shape our thoughts. A cluttered desk might reflect a cluttered mind, while a clean, inspiring space can help you think more clearly. So if you're feeling stuck, don't underestimate the power of a simple location change. But here's the secret. Physical changes aren't the only way to refresh your perspective. Timing matters too, and that's where step 7 comes in. Step 7: split your day. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to create and consume at the same time. Here's a better way: split your day into two parts. Use your mornings for creation, writing, drawing, brainstorming, and save your evenings for consumption, reading, watching tutorials, or listening to podcasts. This balance ensures you're constantly feeding your creativity while also giving yourself time to produce. It's like having a creative cycle: input fuels output, and vice versa. But here's the challenge. In today's hyper-connected world, staying focused on this cycle is harder than ever. That's why step 8 is crucial. Step 8: unplug to recharge. Social media, notifications, endless scrolling. It's no wonder so many people struggle to stay creative. Constant distractions fragment your attention and drain your mental energy. The solution? Unplug regularly. Turn off your phone, step away from your computer, and give yourself space to think. Even short breaks can make a big difference. Go for a walk, meditate, or simply sit quietly. These moments of stillness allow your subconscious mind to process ideas and generate insights. But here's the ultimate test. Once you've created something, the hardest part might be sharing it. That's why step 9 is so important. Step 9: share your work. I know it's scary, but putting your creations out there is one of the most powerful things you can do. Sharing builds confidence, invites feedback, and connects you with a community of like-minded creators. Start small, share with friends, post online, or join a local group. The more you share, the more you'll grow. And here's the best part: feedback helps you identify blind spots and improve faster than you could on your own. But sharing alone isn't enough. You need consistency to truly master creativity. That brings us to step 10. Step 10: stay consistent. Here's the truth: consistency beats intensity every time. You don't need to spend hours every day creating, just 10 minutes can make a difference. The key is to show up regularly, even when you don't feel inspired. Creativity is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Think of it this way: would you rather binge watch tutorials for a week or practice daily for a month? The latter will always yield better results. So commit to showing up consistently, no matter how small the effort feels. And here's the final takeaway: creativity isn't magic, it's a skill. If you apply even one of these strategies today, you'll see immediate results. Trust me, the journey of unlocking your creative potential starts with a single step.